Coming up, Jackson's mask mandate is no more. Why Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba is officially lifting all COVID restrictions from across the city. Plus,
there's going to be some fights taking place. And they trying to nip it in the bud before it get to that level. This thing is about to get physical.
Arguments break out again in the Jackson City Council meeting, and with Waste Management's contract expiring in less than a month, there's still no movement on who'll pick up the trash in April.
And we're hearing from Jackson State head basketball coach Wayne Brent as the longtime JPS legend announces he's stepping down from his position.
And welcome to 12 News at 4. I'm Walt Grayson.
And I'm Melanie Christopher. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to have those stories, much more coming up. But first, let's send things over to Chief Meteorologist Ken South for a look at your first forecast. What a beautiful day today, Ken.
Yeah, it really is, or was, another perfect day today. We had a lot of sunshine, temperatures getting into the low 80s, but the humidity still very low. It's only at 20% now. This, though, is what's going to change over the weekend because of this. Notice those winds really increasing from the south. It is going to be breezy this weekend. This humidity is going to surge Saturday and Sunday, and temperatures will stay in the lower to mid 80s for Saturday and Sunday. Now for tonight, it won't be quite as cold thanks to the southerly breezes, only dropping down to about 50 by first thing in the morning. Now with the surge in humidity, that's going to feed into a storm system that we think is going to give us a round of strong and possibly severe storms Monday afternoon and evening. We'll tell you about that coming up in the full forecast in 10 minutes.
Hey, thank you, Ken. Well, first at 4, Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba has officially lifted the city of Jackson's mask mandate. And he's also rolling back other COVID-19 restrictions, such as restrictions on indoor capacity limits and business hours. Now, this move comes as new COVID cases are rapidly declining across Mississippi. New cases are down more than 88% over the past month.
A man is behind bars after shooting into his ex-girlfriend's car with her 4-year-old daughter inside. It all happened at Continental Tire in Clinton. The Hinds County Sheriff's Office tells 12 News the suspect followed his ex-girlfriend to the tire store where they got into an argument. And that's when he shot into her car with her and her young daughter inside. Employees at the store tell us they're just thankful no one was hurt.
No one has been injured, and as of right now, it's under investigation from Hinds County Sheriff Department.
The suspect was arrested in Byram shortly after the shooting. He's been charged with shooting into an occupied vehicle, aggravated assault, and domestic violence.
Well, the trash talk continues in Jackson City Council with tempers flaring again at today's special council meeting. That meeting was supposed to resolve some of the issues over the garbage collection contract. During the meeting, the city council voted on an order disapproving of the outburst from the mayor's staff and accusations of bribery from Mayor Lumumba against multiple council members. The item passed 3 in favor, 2 abstaining with 1 no vote. Ward 4's Brian Grizel is the only one to vote against it. Some council members think it's a step in the right direction, but Grizel believes it really doesn't actually solve any of the council's issues.
Respect must go both ways. This is, in my mind, admonishing the administration, but what are we going to do to our own? Because we have council members going before the media, making false statements or misleading statements. We need to stop talking. We need to stay focused on the issues at hand. We need to do the work of the people, everything that we were sent here to do.
This is not a hall of thugs. This is a hall of people that need to do the city's business. And yes, things get past it. And yes, things sometimes may get out of hand. But at the end of the day, and we've made it clear, the council's not fighting the mayor's not fighting the council.
Mayor Lumumba was not at the meeting today, but his sister was in attendance and got into an argument with council members. There will be another city council meeting on Tuesday.
Tensions over the garbage contract reached a fever pitch this week with a war of words and wild accusations breaking out between Mayor Lumumba and Jackson City Councilman Kenneth Stokes.
I want the mayor to go get some drug treatment. The mayor must leave this dope alone, because the dope is running him crazy.
I have never done any drugs in my life, and that is foolish, right? I think that it was funny, for those people who looked at it, but that's what you expect from a clown, is to always be funny.
Now, members of the state legislature are chiming in. State Senator John Horn represents parts of Jackson. He says the war of words between the mayor and the city council is complicating things at the state capitol.
We're trying to fight for Jackson down here, and they're making our job a whole lot harder because our colleagues are throwing this stuff in our face and saying, why should we help Jackson when we're seeing this kind of behavior going on, with your local elected officials. We have more problems than we can shake a stick at in Jackson. It needs to stop.
Further complicating the debate is that the city's current garbage pickup provider, Waste Management, announced this week that they're suing Mayor Lumumba, and we'll have more information about this garbage contract debate on our website, WJTV.com.
Well, it's official. Jackson State head football coach Wayne Brent has announced he'll retire at the end of the season. Brent won 6 state championships at the high school level with Provine and Callaway before taking the JSU job 9 years ago. Coach Brent says he's not ruling out returning to the sidelines, but he wants to turn his focus to player development.
I think the thing for me on the next stop is not being a head coach, but being more of an assistant, being more of someone who develops players. But I really want to continue to help kids.
As for Brent's replacement at JSU, sources close to the team tell 12 News that the school is targeting former NBA player Mo Williams, currently the head coach over at Alabama State.
Hollywood is here in the Jackson Metro today as a new thriller, A Day to Die, starring Bruce Willis, premieres at the Cinemark in Pearl. The movie was filmed right here in Jackson and even features cameos from Mayor Lumumba. The action-packed film is about an ex-military officer who has one day to repay a debt he owes to a drug lord in order to save his wife. We talked with one of the film's producers who says he hopes people come out to Pearl this weekend to support the movie.
It's been a long fight to get Mississippi the respect that it deserves. Because Mississippi has helped our careers so much, we want to show our love, and it all comes down to this.
A Day to Die is rated R. If you want to watch it, there are showings at the Cinemark tonight at 4:40 and 7:25. Now, we'll send it over to John Conway for a look at our Friday traffic. John?
Well, we got a couple alerts to talk about here as we get ready to kick off this Friday evening commute. We do have a crash on Interstate 55 northbound. This is just past exit 59 in the Hazelhurst area, causing some moderate delays. We also have an accident on US Route 11 southbound in the Hattiesburg area, just past Interstate 59. That's also causing some delays. And we have some roadwork projects that are going to be causing some delays tonight as well. In the Jackson area, Interstate 20 eastbound Ellis Avenue, right lane will be closed starting at 8 o'clock tonight for paving work. And paving work also has a width restriction down on Mississippi Route 590 between Noel Townsend Road and Hunnell Lane. This is until March 18th. No vehicles over 10 feet wide in either direction until that time. Taking a closer look at the Metro here, we're starting to slow it down on the stack on Interstate 20 westbound, and we are very heavy on 49 southbound between Pearl and Florence. It is going to take you over 20 minutes to make the sojourn down to Florence. Walt, back to you.
Hey, thank you, John. Russia is continuing its assault in Ukraine, shelling a nuclear power plant overnight. Ahead on 12 News, we got a U.S. military expert who's going to join us to kind of break down this latest round of Russian aggression. Right now, Ken South, is a beautiful day today. A lot of traffic. Oh, that's John's department, but a lot of traffic, maybe because it was so beautiful, people getting out.
Yeah, it's going to stay that way for the rest of this evening. Not even chilly tonight. I know it's Friday night. A lot of folks are going to be out and about, but the weather's really going to be comfortable. In the 60s still, under fair skies at 9 o'clock. Now, this weekend will be more humid and breezy, and we do have some storms in the forecast coming for early next week, and some of them may be severe. We'll talk about it coming up next. You're watching 12 News.